DZONGKHA and welcome to Do You Know Your Child? I'm Choni, your host. Kids start developing their sense of self as babies when they see themselves through their parents' eyes. Your tone of voice, your body language, and your every expression are absorbed by your kids. Your words and actions as a parent affect their developing self-esteem more than anything else. Let's take a look at last week's commitment.
I always tend to come home at least by 7 to 7:30, and then ask them. He and his brother, who is studying in Kalki, he's in 11th. He's doing commerce with IT, so I make them do the homeworks.
My father has committed to spend more time with me. The best thing is that he's a really nice-hearted person, and whenever I ask him for something, he always do that for me, and he's always there for me. It was really fun coming with my father in the show, and what I've learned was that how much my father knows about me.
Praising accomplishments, however small, will make them feel proud. Letting kids do things independently will make them feel capable and strong. By contrast, belittling comments or comparing a child unfavorably with another will make kids feel worthless. Let's see which family we have today.
Okay, I would like to introduce my family. She is my wife, Geeta. And this is my eldest son, Kenrab. And he is the one who took us to the BBS, Adrian Dorji, who studies in Brook School. This is my boys' room, and they study here. As I told you, that I come here and help them in the studies. And now you can see the boys, they always, we make a point that they always study at least, 3 hours a day, in the evening and in the morning.
My hobby is to do parkour. Parkour means free running, like stunts, running everywhere we can. It's written here, free running. And this X course is my team's name, and in the team we are like 14 to 15 boys, all boys. There's only one girl who doesn't know much. Right now we are not together because some are in other schools. I was inspired by one friend called Parental. He showed me in his mobile phone. That's why I got inspired, and first I tried to act like them, and then I watched in YouTube, then I knew.
Let's welcome our first participant, Dad Sambu, and ask son Adrian later the same questions and tally their answers. Welcome to our show, and my first question as always is, do you know your child?
I cannot say I know everything about him, but I'll try my best to see if I can answer your questions.
All right. So you said you have 2 children, Mola?
I have 2 sons.
2 sons.
Yeah.
How is it being a father to 2 children? And they're both, how old is the youngest one?
He's 12, Adrian is 12.
12. He's soon stepping into his teen.
Yes, la.
And how do you think? Is it difficult? Because your eldest son is already there.
No, not at all for me. It's been pleasure being with them, and actually, we are glad, both of us, that the boys are growing and they are already in, one is already in the teens.
Yes.
But there's no complications, there's no, what I mean is, we never face any problems.
I
But
see.
they're excited and they're doing well.
I see. Are they
No problem.
restless? Because boys and they're in their teens, they normally are.
Yeah, my elder son is not,
Yeah.
but Adrian is going restless. I mean,
Okay.
he is like, naggy sometimes. He when he talks, he's a little bit different than the elder one.
Of course, of course. They
Yeah,
each
and-
have their own personalities. And, yeah.
Yeah, the elder one is calm, quiet, very, what do you say?
He's composed.
Compose himself.
Okay, all right. So then you're lucky to have the first one turn out like that. And while the second one gears up for being stepping into his teenage years, you'll still have time, right?
Yeah, but what I mean is, looking at the elder one, he's totally different. He's totally. I'm lucky that the elder one is doing well, and then hope Adrian will also pick up his brother's disciplines and everything.
I see. You said your youngest son, who is going to be, who you've come here with him, right?
Yeah, he's there.
Adrian, yes. You said he's starting to get restless. Now, my question is, how are you coping with it? How are you dealing with it?
I do not say anything much. I say, okay, let it be. But at times my wife goes and says, come on, you have to behave, And when it goes beyond that,
Yeah.
then we have to, make him understand what it is.
Okay.
But yeah, so
You try and make him understand.
yeah, is that but every day I think both of them have some problems at the time.
Yeah, of course. I mean, if they don't have problems at this age, then there's something wrong.
Something wrong,
You need to be really careful for the...
Yeah, I have my friends. I tell them, when your child do not do anything, then you want them to do something, right?
Yeah.
And when they do, then you pop in between, and then you start, giving your, showing your authority and asking them to do this and that, not to do this, that, So few things I always do not care much.
Okay, you
I say,
let
okay,
them...
let them
okay.
do it. Sometimes they have quarrels. That's
Yeah.
part of life, I was born and brought up like that.
I see.
So
Okay. I really like the part where you said that sometimes you don't react to their actions or the demands they make. I think sometimes that is important because as adults, we tend to react to everything they say or they do or they demand from us. I think sometimes it is needed, it's compulsory, it's necessary for us to relax and not take whatever they're saying seriously, because then they would have the time to reflect on their thoughts, maybe ask them why my parents didn't respond when I wanted them to respond. Of course, you have to intervene and interfere if it's a serious matter, but if they're just jumping around, I don't think you have to interfere.
see, Shwani, it's like this. What I mean is, when they have discussion among their brothers, and sometimes they quarrel also.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah, when it comes like Adrian coming crying,
Yeah.
my brother is bullying me and something like that, and then at that time we
Yes,
have to go
of
there and
course.
say, okay, boys, come on,
Yeah.
this is not the way you have to do it. Give us some peace,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Then they come and they say, okay, and then
So as a parent, you need to know the line for when to interfere and when
that's
not
true.
to.
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
That's true. And especially my wife does that. I mean, she goes there and
see.
she says, okay, boys, behave yourself. Otherwise,
Yeah.
there are punishment, so they will take care of that. But it's not, we had never had very big fights or something, but never, it's they don't know what they are doing. It's just fun that,
Oh, yeah.
they need to grow.
Yeah.
So I hope.
Siblings we always fight. I still fight. So it's nice.
Yeah.
Someday they're going to grow up and they're going to look back and they're going to laugh at the fights that they've
That's
had.
true.
So definitely give them some kind of fight.
That's true. That's true.
Okay. Now, you told me you've never watched the show before.
Choni, to be frank, I have seen some glimpses of it.
Okay.
And
But you've never sat through a whole show.
no, never.
Okay.
I'm sorry to say that, but
No, That's all right. That's
I'm a
completely fine.
workaholic. So I work. That's
Yeah.
how we are. And so I've never watched. Yeah.
Okay,
seriously.
all right. I'm not happy that you're a workaholic, but I'm totally, completely fine with you missing out on the show. You definitely would have other important things. Because you are a newbie, a rookie here to the show, I'm going to explain to you the rules first.
Please do.
I have 10 questions in here, and I'm going to ask you the 10 questions first about your youngest son.
Okay.
Then I'm going to have your son come here. Then he'll answer the 10 questions for me. And after that, we'll tally the answers, and that'll be your score.
Not an issue.
Right after that, we'll have a segment where I will we'll reflect back on the questions, and you come up with a commitment, a change, maybe a resolution as a parent.
Okay.
The next segment on the show is the letter segment. We call it With Love, where I'll have you read your letter for your son, and then followed by his letter. And the final part in the show is where I'll be able to give these gifts that I have here to your son.
Wonderful.
All right, with that, we'll wind up the show. Okay? So with this, are you ready for your first question, La?
Please go ahead.
Question number 1. Who takes him for his haircut?
Me.
Okay. Number
Most
2.
of the time, me.
Okay.
At times when I'm not there, because I work in the tourism sector, and I have to travel. So that time my wife
see.
takes. But most of the
Mostly.
time.
When you're here,
99%.
it's you.
Huh?
Okay. All right. Question number 2. What is his hobby?
His hobby is to collect coins.
Okay. Only different kinds of coins?
Different
or-
kinds of coins, and yeah, he wants to do that free running, park or something.
Running?
Yeah,
He likes to run.
he likes to run all over.
Oh, okay. That's
called
good.
Parkour, or some word is there. I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. So we'll
I
ask
don't
him.
know. Yeah,
Question number 3. What is his favorite color?
black. I hope so.
Black. Question number 4. What is his favorite ice cream flavor?
I think ice cream, whatever you give you, he will
He
eat.
likes it.
He
Okay.
likes it.
There's no.
Maybe there's nothing, because we try not to give ice creams to the kids. So maybe anything is okay.
Okay, any flavor.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Question number 5. Where is his dream destination?
Maybe in the football pitch of England.
Oh, okay. He likes football.
He likes football.
All right. Number 6. Does he know his grandfather's name?
He does.
So he has 2 grandfathers, right? One from your side and one from his mom's side.
Yes.
He knows both their names.
He's close to my parents. I don't know how.
He would know your father's name.
Yeah, he will know.
What about your wife's father's name?
I don't think so.
He doesn't know. Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
because he tells grandfather.
I see.
And my father is like, in my village, everyone knows, and everyone calls him by his name.
Oh, okay.
And we have to have, we write our father's name many times in many of the occasions.
Oh, okay.
Right, filling forms, schools,
course,
this
yeah.
and that, So in that case, and he's very close to my father. So he will definitely know my father's name, but not my wife's name. I believe so.
Okay, all right. Question number 7. Any TV show you watch together as a family? I know you're really busy.
At times when I pick up some movies from the town, then definitely I
watch.
love to watch. Everybody will watch. But TV show,
I mean, it's okay if
No.
there isn't. So there is no TV shows. All right. Question number 8. Which section is your child in?
7C.
7C, all right. Number 9. When was the last time he spent some time with his best friend? Do you know who his best friend is?
Yeah, I know him.
Who
He is Sachin Gazmir,
Okay.
and they both study in the same school.
Okay.
So
in the same class?
No, he's in a different class. Sachin is in different class,
All right.
and they're always together.
Okay.
So it's like twins,
I see, all right.
So
he came back from school right now, right? So do you think he'd spend some time today with him?
no, he didn't get any time to spend with his friend.
Friend, okay.
He had to come here for the program.
But what about in school though?
Yeah, they're
Every
always
day.
together every day,
So every day, you'd say every
Every
day,
day, yeah.
okay. Do they ever meet after school at homes?
many a times.
All right,
Many a
okay.
times.
Your final question. Would he know his parents' mobile number?
He
Both
knows.
his parents, mom and dad's?
Yes, both.
Okay. All right. I'm not going to ask you to give out your mobile numbers on air. But with this, you've finished up answering all the 10 questions. We're going to have Adrian come here now.
Thank you very much.
We've finished talking with the father. Now we have the son with us. All right. Welcome to the show, Adrian. Am I saying it correctly?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. All right. Adrian, before anything, could I please ask you to introduce yourself?
My name is Adrian, and I study in Druk School, and I'm 12 years old. And
Class?
my class is 7.
Okay. All right. Is it difficult being in class 7 when you're just 12 years old?
No, it's fun.
It's fun. Do you like your class?
Yes, but some students, they are naughty, and some they bully.
Of course. There are always naughty kids anywhere. Huh? Even if it's a family, there's always someone naughty. Who's the naughty one in your family?
Me?
Yeah, right there. And when you're at school, you're the good one, are you?
Yes, ma'am.
And you say, oh, the naughty kids at school. When you come home, you're the naughty one. So there's always someone naughty. But I think as an individual, as someone who is smart, you need to try and get along with the naughty ones and the good ones. And you should be, the term is adaptable. You need to get along with everybody because that's going to come to use when you grow up. You shouldn't just avoid them, okay? They need friends also, right? The naughty ones. If everybody shuns them, they wouldn't have any friends, right? So you should try to be friends with them and try to change them. Imbe? But don't change yourself, huh? To fit them. Then that's gone all wrong. Am I confusing you?
No.
No. Okay, all right. Adrian, without any further delay, I'm gonna... You've watched the show before, right?
No.
No, okay. Wow, I have 2 newbies here. All right. I asked your father 10 questions about you. Now I'm going to ask these questions to you, all right? And you're going to answer honestly, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm totally ready now.
Very good, okay. Question number 1. Who takes you for your haircut?
My father takes me to my
Okay,
hair.
for your haircut. Okay, all right. Number 2, what is your hobby?
My hobby is to do parkour.
What is that? Parkour.
Parkour means stunts.
Okay, all right. You like doing stunts?
Yeah.
Oh, I wish you were in your
Track
pants or
pants.
track pants, yes, so that you can show me some stunts. When we come with our camera to your place, you're going to show me some stunts, okay? All right. Question number 3. What is your favorite color?
My favorite color is black
Why do you like black?
because it's little cool.
You're cool. Okay, all right. Question number 4. Your favorite ice cream flavor?
Chocolate.
Chocolate, okay. Question number 5. Where is your dream destination?
I don't have any dream destination.
Really?
Yeah.
So if someone says, here, I'm giving you a blank check, you can fly anywhere in the world for anything, you would say, nah. Would you? Would you
No.
say, no? So what would you say? Where would you want to fly?
To Jamaica
Jamaica, why?
because there's the fastest runner of the world,
Oh, okay. Who's the fastest runner?
Usain Bolt.
All right, I don't know. My ignorance. But so you like running a lot, do
Yeah.
you? Okay, all right. Good for you. It's going to keep you healthy. Question number 6. Do you know your grandfather's name?
Yes.
Do you know your mother's father's name?
No.
Do you know your father's name?
My father's name? Yeah.
Okay, all right. Question number 7. Any TV show that you watch with your family together?
Whatever my mother watch, I watch that.
Do you watch it with your father too, though?
Yes.
Okay, what show do you guys watch?
Mm,
Or whatever is on TV, you just sit down there and together watch it?
yeah.
Okay, so there's no
With the
particular
fam-
TV. Okay, all right. Question number 8. Which section are you in?
I'm in section C.
C. 9. Question number 9. When was the last time you spent some time with your best friend?
Today?
Okay. Today. Did you spend some time with your friend today?
Yes.
Who's your best friend, first of all?
Sachin Kashmir.
Okay, all right. And do you get to meet him often?
Yes, he's in the same school.
Okay, so do you meet him every day?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Do you meet him outside school also?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So the latest, the recent time, the last time you spent some time with your best friend is just today, right? And then it happened yesterday also, did it? So every day?
Every day.
Okay, all right. Question number 10, your last question. Do you know your parents' mobile number?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Are you sure you know it?
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask you to recite it, but good for you. It's very important to have your parents' numbers memorized, okay? With this, we've come to the end of the questions. Now we're going to take a look at your score, or your score, all right? Okay. Who takes him for his haircut?
Me?
Father,
What is his hobby?
Parkour.
parkour,
What is his favorite color?
Black?
black,
What is his favorite ice cream flavor?
Anything.
chocolate,
Where is his dream destination?
England?
Jamaica.
Does he know his grandfather's name?
He does.
Yes.
Any TV show you watch together as a family?
No.
No.
Which section is your child in?
7C.
See,
When was the last time he spent some time with his best friend?
Every day.
every day.
Would he know his parents' mobile number?
Yes.
Yes.
Your father said you don't have a favorite flavor of ice cream, but you said you like chocolate. Your father also said that. Okay, where is your second dream destination? What is the other sport that you like?
Football,
So where would you go if Jamaica, the fastest runner was not there?
Not there. Yeah.
If he was on a vacation and he's not there, where would you go?
England,
Why would you go to England?
because there is Wayne Rooney.
Okay, Wayne Rooney. He's a football player, right?
Yes.
Okay, yes, that's what your dad said. He said England would be your dream destination, but because you didn't say England, I'm not going to give you any point for that. And your dad has scored 8. So your dad wasn't able to answer 2 questions correctly. But other than that, your dad rocked the quiz.
Whoa,
and he
thanks,
did really well, although he's really busy traveling most of the time, right? Just imagine if you brought your mom here, she would have aced it. In there? Okay, with this, now we come to the segment where, after reflecting on these, although you did really well, anything, like let's say a resolution as a father, do you think you're doing something that you could improve on? Or something that you need to, a habit as a father you need to make?
I think I need to sit down during their studies
Okay,
with them.
okay,
Right.
all right. What do you
I
do
do, but-
normally? You
Yeah.
let them do their studies themselves?
Yeah, I let them do the studies when they have problems, when they have the questions which they cannot answer. They come
Yeah.
to me and they ask what says this, you know. So I try my best to solve their problems.
I see.
And at times I ask them to reason themselves. So that, you know, they might write something,
Okay.
go back to the school and say, okay, this is what I have done
Of course.
without my father's help.
Yeah.
Because I know the capability of my sons and
Yes.
how far they can go. So I believe that can be an added, value.
You want to try and sit down with them more often, but not totally dictate them, but guide them
Guide
and
them.
watch what they're writing and doing. Okay, I think that's really important. When I was growing up, I didn't do that. It was self-study throughout.
Same here.
But nowadays, kids have so many distractions. Yes, so many distractions.
That's true.
So if you don't pay attention to them, they're going to be distracted somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're going to think they're studying.
Yeah,
so it is.
they have they have the room and they study there. So beside my other works also, I go there and just check. You know.
Yes.
I say keep the door open.
Definitely, yeah.
And I say sometimes let me hear what you are reading. You know, when I was young, I was asked to read through my mouth. I mean,
Yeah,
make
loud.
sound.
Okay,
loud.
yes, yes,
You know,
of course. Same here.
not like quiet
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you say, okay, I'm reading. It was not like that. Early morning, wake up and start
Yeah, yeah.
murmuring, you know.
Yeah.
That's how we were brought up. And I want few things like them, you know, and so that's how it
I
is.
see. So you want a mixture of it now. That's really good. That's really good. And now, Adrian, it's your turn. What do you think? You as a growing person, right? You would have so many things that you can improve in. Now, I want you to give me one thing, one commitment that you're going to tell me right now and you're going to follow throughout.
I want to improve in my spellings.
Okay, are you not good with spellings?
Yes,
Why do you think so?
because in our school, once a week there's a spelling test, and I get low marks in that.
Okay, why do you think you get low marks? Is it because you don't study, or you study so hard but you still don't know the spellings? What is it?
I study, but I can't pronounce and I can't break up the words.
Oh, okay. In that case, I don't think it's completely your fault. Maybe it is where you have, you're going to have to go to a tutor who's going to teach you sounds, how to break syllables. It's going to help you immensely. So if this is just my suggestion, send him to a tutor who can teach him the phonetics. It's going to help him very much to remember spellings. Spellings are just sounds, and you're going to build it up. And while it might just take him a month or two to know that, it'll help him throughout. So of course, so definitely look into that, and even ask your English teacher. Okay, they're supposed to know that. Now we're going to go to my favorite segment. It's called With Love. We're going to start with your letter to your son first, okay? And then we're going to have you read your letter right after your father finishes.
Dear Adrian, my son, it is impossible to believe that you are now 12 years and soon will step into teens. The day you came to your mother's womb, you have been a blessing to our family. The first early days were very difficult and painful for both of us and your mother, since you were diagnosed with tonsils and a small lump in inside the nose.
I see.
All our near and dear ones thought he is going to be a dwarf, and he'll not grow up. He will not be healthy.
I see.
So that it will be difficult life for you, but with the treatment and the operation we have done in Kolkata, we went there. Gone are the days of sleepless night. We didn't sleep for years, 5 years, and he has to be in between, both of us, and frequent visits to hospital. It took almost 6 years to get that rid of relief. Now you play football, and it makes me proud to see you on the ground along with other kids. We always knew deep inside our heart that you are a fighter, a lion, and will come out victorious. He has done it. You are born with good and beautiful heart, as you love all. You are the sweetheart of our family, as you do some of the things which are amazing. I say, my son, love God with all your heart. Keep praising Him, because it will be your light at times of darkness. There are many things that I like about you, but now I mean from my heart that it has been an honor to be your dad. I will be there for you no matter what. Lastly, move forward in your life, work hard, do not worry for tomorrow, be happy and keep smiling.
All right, thank
That's
you.
all.
Wow, this just reminded me of, I was also a sick child. I was in the hospital for 3 continuous months, hospitalized, and my whole family thought I wouldn't make it, but we made it. You and I both.
Oh, that was very tough. Huh?
Yeah, I can totally imagine, because my mom would still tell me stories where she was in the hospital for so long, like there weren't enough people to come and visit me at that time. I mean, because it was such a long stretch and she had to be there. It's a headache for the parents.
It was. And when he was in mother's womb, he got tonsillitis. And when he was, he's out, and then, for 5 years, every alternative week, we had to go to the hospital. He had to take all the medicines and strong medicines at times, And when he was 5 years old, that was in the month of December, he said that he cannot breathe because there are tonsils on both the thing, the throat and the lump inside the nose. So the breathing was a problem. So he had terrible days,
Now
So
he's completely fine, isn't
He is completely fine.
That's good. You look healthy and you're going to go taller. I know that. So don't worry, you wouldn't be a dwarf. The question. All right.
Dear Father, I am a lucky child because I have a father like you. You are the man who showed me the right path. You are the best father in this whole world. I can't do anything without you. Thank you, Father, for everything, Adrian.
Okay, all right. These are for you, and here is a watch from Titan for you, for being an adorable guest and for making it through all the difficult times when you were little. Mbe? We deserve a lot for that. We made it. We fought it. Mbe?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, with this, I would like to thank you, Adrian, especially for bringing your father here. I know it was your idea to come to the show and making sure that your father showed up. And for you, thank you so much for accompanying your son.
It was a pleasure to come.
Avoid making loaded statements or using words as weapons. Comments like, what a stupid thing to do, or you're acting like a baby, should never be made. Choose your words carefully and be compassionate. Let your kids know that everyone makes mistakes and that you still love them, even when you don't love their behavior. Come back next week, and if you'd like to be a part of this show, or if you have any suggestions or feedback, please email us at parenting@bbs.bt. Thank you, and bye-bye.